Hello, I'm Jerry Ford, the beer review guy. Got a dirty bastard here. This is from Founders. I actually reviewed a dirty bastard, probably one of my first reviews, but I don't remember if it was this one or not. This could be a revisit. I'd have to look at it just a little bit more, but if it is a revisit, it's been 7-8 years ago that I did this, back in 2016. So this is a Scotch style ale, rich caramel malts. It says malty sweetness, Venture Series, where the classics never go out of style and new legends arise. Founders Brewing Company is Grand Rapids, Missouri. I get those confused. I think it's Missouri. I think Mississippi is. I think it's Missouri. Grand Rapids, yeah, I think it's Missouri. So it says on the back here, it's an 8.5% ABV, 50 IBUs. The beer that put us on the map. Dark ruby in color, Dirty Bastard is complex and finished with rich notes of caramel and dried fruits. A malty sweetness paired with a right hook of hop power give this Scotch style ale all the attitude that its namesake implies. It was bottled this year, 3/28 of 24. So there you go. Scotch style ales are always, I don't think I've ever had a bad Scotch style ale. Wow. Wow, that smells so good. Man, those caramel notes, those are huge. There's probably nothing in the bottom of this, but let's just make sure. Oh man, a tan, mocha colored head there. Very frothy, 2 fingers going on right there. It is a ruby appearance. It's been overcasted here in Tulsa almost all day. Yeah, you get a ruby once you get it in some light, but just nice color. It does have, like I said, the caramel notes. The aroma is kind of like a little bourbonish, I think. Okay. Let's give it a try. Wow. Very close to a full body. Wow. You get the alcohol. Pretty goodly amount of the alcohol, the 8.5. Get that warming in my stomach from the alcohol. You get nice sweet caramel notes right up front there. Get some kind of roasty barley malts on the back end. That's those 50 IBUs kind of showing through. It kind of has that that bourbon barrel aged kind of a taste, which I always like that. Wow, this is a dessert beer right here. Very nice. Got this on a pick 6, surprisingly enough. Been finding some pretty good stuff on the pick 6s. This being a fresh dirty bastard beer. At that ABV and everything, and on the pick 6, that's I call that a good find right there. I got some nice bottles. This is all raised right here. Founders Brewing Company. See it? So even if the label comes off, and someone was to find this, you know, 500 years into the future, or even 50 years into the future, buried under the ground, they would see that this was a Founders Brewing Company beer, because this label is very fragile. It's kind of damp from the sweating. It's already ready to tear right off, so the label won't be there. If the label was there 50 years later, I'd be very surprised. It's got a very creamy texture to it. It's a smooth, it's like almost soft texture to it, yeah. What am I trying to say with this arthritic hand? Something stuck in my hand. A sliver of wood. This would be a 5 for me. That's my 1 to 5 rating system. Definitely a 5. Good quality beer. They're making this sound like this is a classic. So this is probably what I reviewed 7 years ago. I just have to look at that video a little bit more extensively, you know. So, let's see. Beer that puts on the map, dark ruby in color, yeah. Dirty Bastard's complex finish with rich notes of caramel, yes. Dried fruits. I don't really get dried fruits myself. I think I remember that saying on that other one that I did years ago. A malty sweetness, yes. Paired with a right hook of hop power, yes. Scotch style ale. Yeah, good stuff. I don't know if you heard me talk about this Cooper's Hawk. Look that up and then you'll know what I'm talking about. That's been flying around here and it's been getting in our tree up here. And then today I noticed there's 2 of them. There's a pair. And I saw one of them, I think the other day or the day before, carrying some grass or something in his mouth. Like a piece of twig or a little branch or something, carrying it up there, and I was like, oh, they're building a nest. No, I don't think they're building a nest. I don't know why he took that up there, but it's windy here today, and it's blowing those tops of those trees where he's been like a lot. He wouldn't be able to have a nest up there. Excuse me, they need a more secure branch to do that. But what I figured is what they could be doing, excuse me, what they could be doing, so I mentioned it to my wife and my son, Jeremy, that they could be using this as a hunting ground over here. Because behind me, right over here, is a vacant lot. And it's got an old trailer back there and a bunch of other stuff, and the weeds are all tall. Rodents of all kinds, you know, maybe some baby possums or who knows what other stuff, you know, rats, of course, mice are going to be coming up out of there. They're probably using this as a hunting ground back here, so that's a good spot to sit where they're at to kind of watch for things. So that's my guess, is they're using it for a hunting ground. Yeah, they've been keeping an eye on this area. The yard behind my camera over this way, they wouldn't be able to hunt in there very well. It's so grown up, they wouldn't be able to get in there very easily. Maybe an owl would be able to hunt in there pretty well. But I don't think a hawk could. Found a little tortoise, not a tortoise, a little terrapin turtle, little land turtle today, walking around my yard. Made a little video. I might upload it. The video at the end shows my scary feet of a hobbit. I didn't know if I wanted to show that or not. My flip-flops, you know. I'm on my vacation. If you guys don't know that, I'm on my vacation. So, excuse me. A lot of my my replies to comments might be a little slower. My video output might be a little slower. My speech might be a little slower. Last night, some of our leftovers was a little cooked corn, and we just took out the garbage, so it's a new bag in the trash can. My wife didn't want to throw it in there, start stinking before we could get rid of the garbage, you know. So she tells me, go throw it out on the burn pit. And that's where I throw a lot of that kind of stuff, you know. It was just a little bit of corn. I took it out and threw it on the burn pit. And then this morning when I'm out walking the yard with my coffee, I see these red ants. And there's a group of them, and they're carrying something. It's like, what is that? It's kind of yellowish. I didn't put two and two together. And then I saw another one carrying another piece of something yellow. I was like, where are they coming from? I'm kind of trying to follow. Oh, they're coming from the burn pit. Those red ants were carrying little kernels of corn to their, into their tunnels. just been trying to get things done. Little projects here and there. Painted my exterior back door yesterday, I think it was. Working on our office slash man cave. It's not really much of an office. It's just what we call it. It was supposed to be an office, but it's an old house and the lights were doing something in there, blinking or something. And we didn't know if it might be electrical issues, so now we don't use any of the plugs in there. And can't really afford to have an electrician come and check it out right now. But maybe here in the future we can have them check it out, because they may have to run a whole new line from that room all the way to the main box. And that's gonna be pretty costly, I think. So we're just kind of waiting. So we don't have our computer in there where it's supposed to be. So we've been putting new blinds and curtains in there to make it look nice. And running into issues like I always do. We don't have a project that goes smoothly here. It's just the way it is. But I jerry-rig a lot of things, make it work. And it works most of the time. At least half the time. That's where the phrase came from. I invented that name. Jerry-rigging. Why else would they call it jerry-rigging? Okay, I'm getting silly now and I gotta go in. I'm getting ready to have dinner. But I've enjoyed, sitting here talking with you guys and just kind of telling you, what's going on and stuff. Enjoying this beer here. Oh yeah, I had some work done on my truck. I don't even want to tell you how much that cost. Cracked ball joints and arm links, or can't remember their names. I think it's the arms that are connected to the ball joints. There were some bushings missing on both of them, and some wear and tear on the links, on the arm stabilizers kind of thing, I think. Not a mechanic, so I can't remember auto parts names. I wished I would have become a mechanic sometimes. I could have saved a lot of money. Let's see. There was something else I was going to say. What was it? I'll remember it eventually and bring it up next time. Man, it's so nice out here right now. The snake situation. You guys remember that? And we had a snake fall through our roof in our water heater closet. And it was a rat snake. I had to get it out of there. Put him back outside and fix my roof, my ceiling in there where he fell out. Probably chasing mice. The ceiling was just made up of ceiling tiles that was really fragile. I'm just gonna tell the story. It's 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes. I'll hurry this up and end it here. I know you guys got something, got stuff to do. So, excuse me. So yesterday, or the day before, can't remember. I'm walking down the hallway and I hear. Now first I noticed my cat looking at our water heater closet door again, like knows something's in there, and I'm like, Buffy, what are you doing? And then as I approached toward to see what she's looking at, I hear something in the water heater closet moving around in there. It sounds like a fluttering noise or something. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just fixed that ceiling in there and made it entry proof. Nothing we should be able to get through there except a spider. What is in there now? So we lock our cat into our bedroom and I suit up and get ready to see what is in there. And I go out and get some trash cans, have a square, bottom where it could set evenly on the floor instead of a round trash can that's just got a square front. And I set them up there and got ready, and I opened the door slowly. I kind of did that fast, but slowly. I'm looking around in there. I'm watching for something to come out, Nothing comes out. So, excuse me. I'm watching very intently for whatever this could be. If it was a bird, it's gonna fly out, If it's something that crawls, it's gonna try to run out, I would assume. Nothing. Have my wife hand me the flashlight. I'm looking. I don't see anything. And I said, honey, go get me the grabbers. What you pick up garbage with, litter or whatever. She gives them to me. And I reach in there and I get hold of the pull chain and turn on the light in there. And then I can kind of see, I couldn't see nothing. Nothing alive. So there's a couple boxes on the floor, and I open the door a little bit more and I grab the boxes and I'm pulling them out of there so I can see if there's anything underneath them or in them, around them, behind them. Nothing. So I'm like, okay, now what? I can't see around the corner to the right. That's where the water heater tank is. I said, honey, go get me the mirror, the hand mirror. So she goes, gets me the hand mirror. And I pick the grabbers and I grab a hold of it and I put it in there to kind of look and see what's around the corner, if there's anything. I didn't see nothing. So I opened up the door more and I just kind of stepped in front of the trash cans and kind of look in there. I see nothing. I'm looking at the ceiling to see if there's any holes in it. Nothing. They've got what I call the stove pipes that come out. There's like the venting system to a water heater tank. Two of them. One goes right out of the water heater tank, right out through the ceiling, right out through the roof, The other one vents into the attic. So But I put I put a screen top over that so that something can't crawl down through it and come down into the water heater tank. So there's nothing that I could see that it could have gotten through. But the little wire mesh that I used to cover this stuff with, if something has claws, excuse me, it could get its little feet stuck in that, hooked in it, so its claws stuck in it. So I'm thinking, I wonder if something got stuck up there and was, trying to get out of it. Or my wife brought up, what if there's one of those snakes up there and they got a hold of something and it's thrashing about? I was like, whoa, that could be what it is. A snake got a hold of a mouse. You know how they do. They're fighting to keep it in their mouth and to get it swallowed. But yeah, no, there's nothing in there. It's just the echo coming down that pipe. And Buffy heard that. So that's that's what she was looking at. But it sounded like it was in that room. That's what was weird. It sounded like it was right in there. But anyway, so we thought we was going to be dealing with something else, some other living creature. Very good. All right, I'm ready to enjoy my Tuesday evening. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you. Let me know if you have tried this. I know that almost every beer reviewer, has tried this at least once. Now, I've done it twice. If this is the same one, and I think it is. But, yeah, okay. Now I'm getting into here. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.